but you get the idea. Just fix your masks, make sure they're lined up correctly. So when you do your color changes, you don't see that much, because I don't really want to see that much of an outline, but we'll just leave it at that for now. But, that gives you the basic idea of how to make the fire color go. And I guess that's it for this part of the tutorial. And we'll go on to the next phase. Okay, now, let's go ahead, and I wound up fixing my mask because I couldn't stand looking at them. We're just going to go in, add a camera first, make it 35mm, hit OK. Then we're going to create a new solid, make comp size, click OK. Then we have to edit particles. Trapcode particular, hopefully you have that. If not, you have to get it, because that's what's going to make this work. Okay, so first off, we're just going to go into our emitter, and let's turn the particles down first, just a little bit. We're going to change the direction to directional, and turn down the spread, turn down random for now, random velocity, and velocity for motion to 0. And we're going to turn up the velocity to say 10,000. Just to start. Okay, now we have to swing these particles around because right now they're flowing the wrong way. So we're just going to, on the X rotation, click 180, type 180, hit enter. Now we'll have them flowing the right way. Okay, so leave them right where they are now. We have to also, let's get this set up here. In a part to where our null object is working, somewhere in the middle, just go ahead and click, where is it, parented to the null object, and then you'll notice it's moving around. So anywhere where the null object takes form, or takes shape and starts affecting the layer, that's where we want it. Okay, so then now what we need to do is scale up our layer. So go to transform, scale, and scale it up a lot. It's got to be big enough to where it's gonna not really be affected by, it's not ever gonna go out of bounds from our motion here. Like that. Could probably make it a little smaller maybe. You just want it bigger than the comp, depending on after you see how the null moves it around, depending on how much motion you got. You gotta have this outside your footage the whole time. Alright, now it's going to change also when we change this. We got to change our anchor point to somewhere in a rough area of the eye temporarily, just to get an idea if we have to scale it up even more. So let's see what happens. Yeah, we got to scale it up because we lose a little bit down at the bottom if we do that. So let's go ahead and scale it up even more. Let's say 140. Alright. No, we still lose a little bit. We're going to bring it down anyways. So basically, I want you to center the anchor point, adjust the anchor point only, to the eye. We're not going to turn this into a 3D layer either. And center it to the eye, and then make sure when you play over time, your layer always stays outside your footage. And that's basically all you do. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up, and then come back. Just make sure you set it right up to the eye. Alright, I scaled it and got my anchor point close. Now I'm going to set my particles per second to make this easier to 1, and then I'll just move in the timeline somewhere until I see a particle. So now all I got to do is adjust on the transform. Don't be changing the position of the actual emitter. This is on the transform, the whole layer. There, whoops. Undo change value. It's got to be only the anchor point. And we want this right in the center of the eye, maybe a tad bit above. Try to get it right. Okay, so now it's there, and you'll notice our particles will always stay on track. Let's try to get there. Okay, let's turn up more particles now. Zoom out a little bit so we can see. Okay, so now we have our particle on our eye. Now what we can do is, for fun, take our camera rotate tool, even though it's not a 3D layer, what it's going to do is rotate this. Since our center point was right on the eye, it stays on the eye as you rotate it. So it allows you to rotate your heat vision any direction you need to go. And now we can go ahead and turn our particles per second up. Just don't turn it up yet. Just let's adjust a few things first. So let's set it all the way to say there, just to where we see some little bubbles and stuff. Okay, let's position this where we can see where the heat vision's going, so we always know where it is from his eye to the bottom or the side, wherever we have it shoot out. We want to make sure we have the edges visible so we can see what's going on over there. And don't worry about any of the other edges. Okay, so we got our heat vision particles going there. The speed, I like to set the speed a little bit quicker. 15,000, but for setup, I think it would be better just to start off at a lower speed, just to get everything set up so you understand how they work and everything. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more particles to this, just until the thing gets solid. You should be able to go ahead and do that, just to where it gets solid. Try it there. Let's go ahead and add, turn it into a cloudlet. So we're going to go to Particle, Sphere for the type, change it to a smokelet, I guess. No, well, we can try cloudlets, and then a smokelet. Smokelet's more textury. Okay, so we got that. We're going to take our lives of particles and set it to 0.1. We just want a very short life for them. Okay, that's 1. What else? Oh, let's go to size over life. Change that and size, because now we have to resize it. For size over life, it's going to be the second preset down, which is this one. This makes the stream thin. If you want the stream bigger, then you can go with the regular size, and that'll be fine. Or expand your layer size, and then go with that and draw a new shape in like that. The shape that you like to make it fit your scene. So I'm going to go with the second preset down and make a regular thin stream all the way down. I'm going to size it to fit what I want. Basically, I want my size the size almost of my my pupil, in there. Okay, so that kind of looks good right there. And now let's go to opacity over life and change that to the third preset down, which will kind of fade it in right at the eye, give a little bit of transparency there where it comes out of the eye, and then up and then solid. Okay, and then we're going to go to, let's see, set color. It's going to be set to random gradient, or not random gradient, random from gradient. And then you're going to go to color over life and change the second preset down, which is the black and white one. We're going to click on the white key, double click it, and select the third gray one on your color palette here. Second gray one, actually, 1, 2. And hit OK. This way we don't have them too bright. We don't want them too bright. Okay, so that's that. Leave our opacity just where it is right now for now. We should be good there. Rotation, turn your rotation speed all the way up to 20. This gives it a kind of a flowy, rotating look. So I just found it kind of look better. But you don't have to really turn that on if you don't want to. Just play with it when you're done and see if you like it. Okay, now what we want to do is decide how many particles we want. We kind of want to get this stream solid all the way through. So just basically start here, and then just go up slowly until you start to see the break disappear in the particles. You want them almost solid, but you don't want it too much. You don't want to go crazy. You just want them to where they almost, they're almost solid all the way through. Okay, so that's that. I may even want to go fatter on my heat vision, but oh well. For now, we're just going to leave it like that. Okay, pretty much set here. We got size 3. Alright, now we can go to random velocity.